What's good, YouTube? You already know it is that boy Triple N, and we're back for another card reaction video. And it seems like not the card reaction video, we have a archetype video because this is a new archetype that's dropping. Earlier I talked about what were they called again? The troll, the pirate troll deck. Talked about that under what was it? I kept calling it Paw Patrol. It's like it's troll, it's patrol, but like it has troll in the name, and it's like I can't remember. But I talked about that earlier today, and now right now I'm talking about Adamata. It's a rock theme archetype. So let's go ahead and get started. This one is alright, the ad's probably no. Adamatia Seeker. He's an earth rock. Why is he a rock type? I understand the whole type's rock, but look at him. He's not made of stone. He's literally a seeker. He's human. He's he's looking for, he's searching for the, hold on, wait a minute. Look at that. Look at his book bag. Book bag. He has a spear. Look at the thing in his head. It looks like it's searching for a crystal. Is that a Sheikah slate? Is this my nigga Link? Oh no. Breath of the Wild 2 confirmed, fam. This is Link. Don't let them fool you. This is Link. This is my boy Link right here. That's crazy. But Adamatia Seeker, he's an Earth Rock level 2. He's a tuner monster with 1200 attack, 1000 defense. You can only use its first and second effect of this card name once per turn. If you control an Adamatia monster except himself, you can special summon this card from your hand. During your main phase, you can excavate the top 5 cards of your deck. And if there is a non-tuner level 4 lower rock monster among them, you can special summon one of them and also place the other cards at the bottom of the deck. So pretty much he is they're digging for rocks. This nigga, yeah, this is a mining deck. Get it? Excavate, and then they just put the cards back so you could dig again. No, I'm gonna stop talking. But pretty much this deck seems to be all about searching. It's supposed to seek for rocks, but this card literally helps you search for your level 4 lower rock monsters. Then you place your cards at the bottom of the deck. That's actually really cool because it puts it back in the deck instead of sending it to the graveyard. So it just keeps your deck up. It keeps your deck up instead of continue to mill like other decks. So that's actually lit. It's a tuner monster, so you know they're gonna have some synchros. Alright, so let's go to the next one. Adamatia Researcher. Is this Zelda? I told y'all, dog. Breath of the Wild 2 confirmed, fam. Breath of the Wild 2 is confirmed. This is literally Link and Zelda. Y'all just don't know. Don't let Konami fool y'all. They're in love with that game. Telling you, they are in love with that game. They made them into. This is literally Breath of the Wild 2 personified. Okay. Alright, so this is Adamatia Researcher. She's an Earth Rock level 2 tuner monster. So it's another tuner with 100 attack and 2100 defense. Oh my god. That's a lot of ass. Wait. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. If you control a rock monster except Adamatia Researcher, you can special summon this card from your hand. So I'm assuming they all gonna have that effect. But you can just special summon them, which is really nice. The fact that they don't have to be summoned, you can just special summon them. During your main phase, you can excavate the top 5 cards of your deck, and if there's a non-tuner level 4 lower rock monster among them, you can special summon one of them, and then place the other card at the bottom of your deck in any order. So you get to choose the order too, so that's actually kind of cool. Wait, did the other one do the same thing? Oh, they do. So it helps you get to your non-tuners. So that's interesting. All right, so we'll go to the next card, which is Adamatia Analyzer. I can't remember the old man from Breath of the Wild, but if you know who I'm talking about, give yourself a round of applause. This is him. This is like him in his younger days. But Adamatia Analyzer, he is an Earth Rock level 4 tuner monster. Are they all tuners? Are they all the humans tuners? Alright. It's 1500 attack, 700 defense, and you can use both of its effects once per turn. If only your opponent controls a monster, you can switch some of this card from here. So it's different from the other one. The other ones make it to where if you just don't control them, they can switch some of this one. Is like a Cyber Dragon where your opponent has to control a monster. You can't. During your main phase, you can excavate the top 5 cards of your deck. And if there's a non-tuner level 4 or lower rock monster Among them, you go special summon one of them. Also place the other cards at the bottom of your deck. So wait, did the other one special summon too? Yeah, they did. They did. Okay, so this is they all do pretty much the same thing. They just have all the like different summoning methods for each one. So that's actually kind of cool, and it lets you control. Like I said, this could control your deck, to be honest, because you could search. Like you could go through your deck. You could go through the top of your deck over and over and over again to the point to where you'll know what cards you're gonna draw. It kind of reminds me of a Vanguard when you're playing Oracle Think Tank. But let's continue. The Krista for these non-tuner monsters is I'm not gonna read that, but I'm assuming these are gonna be the non-tuner monsters. This is Adamata Krista Leonite. So all the Adamata cards that don't have crystal in that have crystal in the name are the non-tuners, and the ones that don't have crystal in the name are gonna be probably the tuners. Adamata Krista Leonite is a fire rock monster. Okay, so it's level 4, and this effect monster, no attack. I guess that makes sense since it's in stone, and it's 2200 defense. That's a lot of defense. These monsters got some defense. They are not playing. You can only use its first or second effect. This card once per turn. If this card is special summoned by the effect of an automatic card, you can place one automatic card from your hand or graveyard to the top of your deck. So that's cool. It gives recursion. So if something goes to your grave, you can place it back on top of the deck. And since your deck likes to excavate anyway, it just gets your cards back. So that's actually really nice. So it also lets you control, so you know what you're doing. If this card's in your graveyard, you can target one fire synchro monster you control or in your graveyard. Turn it to the extra deck, and if you do, place this card top of the deck. So pretty much, like I said, it's all about getting it back. This use, like let's say, so like if you use this for the synchro and somehow the synchro somehow gets blown up or something, you can literally just pop it back into the extra deck, summon this back. Put this back at the top of the deck. So that's actually really good. Recursion. It's like it doesn't. You don't want your stuff in the grave for this deck. This deck you want to have everything in your deck so you can just reuse it over and over and over. So that's actually really nice. The next one is Adamatia Krista Archetype. Hopefully I said that right. It's a wind rock. So each one has going. I think each one of these are going to have like a different attribute. So that's actually really interesting. It's a level 4 effect monster with 0 attack, 2200 defense. I feel like all the little stones are going to have that. You can only use this card, once turn. If this card special somebody effective automatic card, you can place one rock monster from your hand or graveyard on top of your deck. So all of the rock monsters are probably going to have the same thing. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target one wind synchro monster you control or your graveyard return. So it's pretty much the same thing the fire one has. Does the same, literally the same thing. It's just a different attribute. The water one is Adamatia Krista Dragate. That is a water rock, level 4 effect, 0 attack, 2200 defense. You can use this first, second effect. Once turn, this card special summoned by the effect of an automatic card. You can draw a card. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, that's different. So it's not like the other ones. The other ones had the whole recursion ability, where this one, if it's special summoned by an automatic card, you can just draw a card. That's actually really nice. If this card's in the graveyard, you can target one water synchro monster you control or any area returns it. So the same second effect, but the first effect is different. So this is the one I think I'd probably play at 3. While these, I might not play triples of these. These I might just play at 2. Since they have the same effect. No, this one says one rock monster. This is something about an automatic card. You can place one automatic card on the hand and graveyard at the top of your deck. And this one says place one rock monster from your hand grave. So it is. Okay, I'm back. I guess my phone thought it'd be cute to cut off on me, even though it was nowhere near dead. I hate shortages of phone, and I'm really annoyed. But last time we were talking about the Adamatia Krista Dragon has the whole. Like I said, I would probably play 3 of this one. Literally, the draw card is really nice. I don't know. You might not need to, but I kind of want to play 3 of this because I like to see this card. The fact that it special summons itself and you can just draw a card, that's actually really, really nice. And then if this card's in the graveyard, you can target one water synchro monster. You control it in your graveyard, return it to the extra deck, and if you do, places it top of the deck. So pretty much, like I said, this is actually really nice. It draws a card. So this one draws. This one allows you to place a rock monster from your hand or graveyard on top of your deck, and this one allows you to place an automatic card from your hand or graveyard on top of your deck. So pretty much a rock card, automatic card. It's like that's practically the same thing because I think all automates are rocks. So, but the water one's really nice. The whole draw on the card is amazing. That's why I would rather play 3 of this one. Probably play 2 or 1 of the other ones. Probably like 2 of the other ones, 3 of this one. I don't know. Y'all make some numbers up in the comments and let me know. But now we're going to talk about the synchros, whose name's going to have Rise in it, which means miracle, I guess. That's interesting. So first, we're going to talk about Adamatia Rise Leonite. It is a fire rock, level 6 synchro monster with 2400 attack, 2200 defense, one tuner, one non plus one non-tuner monster. So it's generic. You can use both of its effects once per turn. During your main phase, you can excavate the top 5 cards of your deck, and if there is an Adamatia card among them, you can add one of them to your hand. Also place the other cards at the bottom of your deck in your order, so it still has that deck control, which is really nice, and it allows you to add a card, an Adamatia card. So that's actually really good. During your opponent's turn, if there's a fire monster in your graveyard, quick effect, you can trigger one monster in your graveyard, special summon it. So it lets you get more cards on the field. This could help you synchro summon multiples because you know about the new rules. Once they're in effect, you won't need to have link monsters in the zone to synchro or fuse or whatever you need to do. So that's actually really good because you might be able to make multiples of these Adamatia synchros or whatever. So let's go ahead and talk about the next Adamatia synchro, which is Adamatia Rise archetype. It is a Wind Rock level 6 synchro effect monster. This is literally Rivali's Gale. Y'all not fooling nobody. And this fire one is the dude Shield. You know what I'm talking about from Breath of the Wild. Yeah. Yeah, Konami, you ain't slick. I know this is Breath of the Wild. But anyway, Adamatia Rise represents a Wind Rock level 6 synchro monster with 2200 attack, 2800 defense. So there's more defense. One tuner, one non-tuner monster. Generic. You can only use its first, second effect once per turn. If there is during your main phase, you can escalate the top 5 cards of your deck. Ooh, I gave them choke. If there's a rock monster among them, you can add one of them to your hand. Also place the rest of the bottom of your deck in any order. During your opponent's turn, if there's a wind monster in your graveyard, quick effect, you can target one card of your opponent's graveyard and banish it. So this card lets you deal with your opponent's graveyard. So that's actually kind of interesting. I don't know no decks that really. I mean, you could probably it's quick effects. So you can interrupt their combo. So let's say they needed a card that says, "Oh, banish a card out of your grave." You can just pop, gone. So that's actually kind of cool. That's decent. It did, like I said, just deals with your graveyard, and they have all this keep the deck flowing. So that's actually really good. The next card is, oh my god, it's a Crystal Dragon. It's Adamatia Rise Dragites. It is a Water Rock level 8 synchro effect monster with 3000 attack, 2200 defense. It's I say arrows. Its summoning condition is normal is one tuner, one non-tuner, generic. You already know. You can only use its first, second effect once per turn. During your main phase, you can activate the top 5 cards of your deck, and if there's a rock monster among them, you can return cards your opponent controls to the hand up to the amount. Wait, what? During your main phase, you can excavate the top 5 cards of your deck. And if there is a rock monster among them, you can return cards your opponent controls to the hand up to the amount. Also place the excavated cards at the bottom of the deck in order. So pretty much you look at the... Oh, so that's why they give you so much control. Like putting cards back at the top of your deck. You can literally continue to do this and just place cards. Place cards at the top of your deck. Place cards at the top of your deck. Summon him. And then if you can get like 5 rock monsters at the top of your deck, you literally can return so many of your opponent's cards. And it doesn't target. Well, let me make sure it doesn't target, because I might be getting ahead of myself. Hold on. You can return cards your opponent controls to the hand up to the amount of cards played. It doesn't target. It just says return card. That is nasty. That's nasty. Don't target. So that's actually really cool. So if you can control your deck enough, you literally can get 5 rock monsters on top of your deck and just make 5 cards go away. Fire. I like that. If there's a water monster in your graveyard when your opponent activates a spell trap, quick effect, you can negate the activation if you destroy it. Wow, so literally, that's why I say you want to play 3 of that water one. Because not only does it let you get a draw, if you use it to synchro summon, get rid of it. You have a water monster in the graveyard, which means this card can negate an opponent's spell and trap. And it just has quick effect when your opponent activates. So it's not a like during just your turn. It's just when your opponent activates it. So it lets you negate. Hold on. No, it says you can, so you don't have to activate it. Because you gotta read it. If you gotta read for that, you can. So if your opponent activates something, you can negate it. That's lit, and then you can return card to your opponent. Yo, that is fire. So pretty much, you can bounce your opponent's field back, and if they do try to activate something to stop you, you literally can just stop them. So that's actually kind of fire. Let's go and talk about the next card. That's a good boss one. I like this monster already. Let's talk about the next card, which is a field spell. Every deck is just getting field spell nowadays. I guess it don't matter. This is Adamatia Raputite. It is the field spell card. All rock monsters you control gain 500 attack and defense. Kind of knew that. Once your turn, you can take up to 5 automatic cards from your deck and place them on top of your deck in any order. This right here with that water dragon is going to become scary. Use this, control the top of your deck, make that water dragon, and make your opponent bow. Not saying it's gonna be meta. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's gonna be competitive. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's busted. For me, just to want to play this deck, I would love to play this deck just to see if I can do that effect, just to see if I can mess with my opponent. So that's me. I like to just have fun, and that effect can be scary if used correctly. So that's just me, not a competitive player. You competitive players, if you are watching this video, let me know in the comments if everything I've said will actually, do something for you guys, competitively or non-competitively, But the next card is Adamatia Sign. It is a normal spell. Target one rock monster in your graveyard. Special summon in the defense position. If you special summon an Adamatia monster by this effect, you can place one level 4 or lower rock monster in your deck on top of your deck. So, more control. As long as you could just do this for any rock deck. This could be used for any rock deck, but it's really good in Adamatia itself. So, as long as you're using the Adamatia, you get the full effect of this card. Would you play 3 of this? It's not a hard once per turn, so you probably would play 3 of this. It's literally a Monster Reborn for Adamatia cards. So, it's pretty much, no, it's Monster Reborn for rock parts, period. So, you could play this even in, Magnet Warriors? They're rock monsters, ain't they? Play this in Magnet Warriors. It's not a hard once per turn. The only thing it does is put them in defense mode, which is fine. It's fine to put them in defense mode. They're just going to banish themselves and do things anyway. So, this card can be used in a lot of things. I feel like this card might be pricey when it drops. The next card is Adamatia Rillavive. It's a normal trap. Tribute any number of Adamatia monsters, then target that many cards on the field, destroy them. Sucks at targets, but it could be nasty. It could do some stuff. Cause you could just get rid of spells and traps. No, hold on. Yeah, you can get rid of spells and traps. You don't have to do your opponent's monsters. So this could be a good card to deal with monsters. Spells and traps mostly, but you could use it for monsters as well. This card is Adamatia Resonance. It is a counter trap card for Adamatia. If you control an Adamatia synchro monster, when a monster effect is activated, negate the activation you destroy. So it's the normal counter trap for most cards. Like every archetype usually has one where it lets you negate stuff. It's pretty much that regular negate for archetype. I don't got to talk about this card. It's just they say in a Doki Doki reprint or whatever. But when I think about Adamatia, I like it. This is my favorite one for a boss monster. I think this is really good. That's just me. I think it's my favorite out of all of them. I think when it comes to artwork, I do like this lion probably a little bit more, even though I love dragons. I do like the lion a little bit more, just design-wise. But this dragon does look cooler, just design-wise. They look like they put a lot of artwork into this lion. But that's going to be the end of the video. Adamatia is lit. I like it. I like the archetype. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I don't know if it'll be competitive or not. I just know it looks fun to play. I would love to play this. It has good control. You really don't need no much draw. So I guess that's probably why they only gave one draw card. They'll probably get some support in the future where they might draw, But it's great control. You can control your deck to a good point. You can look at top cards, I like it. I like it a lot. But that's going to be the video. Let me know in the comments how you feel about this card. Like, comment, subscribe. If you feel like subscribing, you don't want to subscribe, I'm not going to force you. But I would love some subscriptions. Your boy trying to get more subscriptions on YouTube, talk about more cards and stuff. But like I said, just let me know how about this archetype. Let me know if there's any other archetypes that's coming out that you would want me to talk about, or let me know. Like I said, I'm always down for a conversation in the comments. But that's like I said, that's going to be the video. Just tripping in. Peace.